football on EA Sports.
Daniel Carlson.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
On first down, Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
Breeze pass.
A look at the numbers for Thomas from a week ago. 4 catches, 61 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Well, here we go. The new era of Raider football in Las Vegas begins now, and after all the talk, it will be Derek Carr who leads the silver and black out for their opening drive in their new desert home.
Sometimes I wonder if we're just not looking at Derek Carr and evaluating him the correct way because this guy's been incredibly reliable. Only 2 missed starts in 6 seasons with the Raiders. His completion percentage topped 70% last year. The only one higher, Drew Brees in New Orleans. The problem, though, it hasn't translated into wins. They move the ball up and down the field, but they don't score enough touchdowns. Derek Carr hoping to remedy that in 2020.
The throw complete here to Williams. And getting this just shy in midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
That's good.
For Williams, there are the numbers from a week ago. 5 catches, 90 yards.
And what we just saw there was exactly what they need against this defense. Big plays. They were able to pick up a first down on that one. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And this is going to be another first down. As the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second and 9, Carr under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Derek Carr, sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
From Bama, it's Henry Ruggs.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down.
A 14-yard gain. It's 4th down.
throw for it on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back.
On down.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
34-yard line.
Here's Breeze. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Nassib able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Throwing on 1st down is Carr.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And once more to Ruggs, this time the catch made. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
Daniel
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
at their own 25.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
Loss of 6 yards.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been a consequence.
And he's going to go down again. Nick Kwiatkowski able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Carl Nassib in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've got the lead right now. You remember last week they defeated the Carolina Panthers here. Good momentum. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Saints.
Throwing now is Carr. And this is caught at the end. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry runs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd and 7, Breeze. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A gain of 14. And the Saints 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Collins. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now this one complete on the slant route. A breakaway from Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big play there for Vegas. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And they're working inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolute perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out in this case.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25.
Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved.
Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Sanders has it over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Breeze now on first down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Breeze to throw again. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now Breeze on third down. Looking long for Thomas. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Makes the score Raiders 21.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they're all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Carr now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Now, Charles, we take a peek there at the recent draft class, and this definitely a year where they had a chance to greatly improve this team.
And you've got to take advantage when you have this type of an opportunity. 2 first-round picks, you better scout them well and hit on those selections.
He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught at the 25. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And a slant hold in by Ruggs. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, it's Carr to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up
another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Carr toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Tyrell Williams, incomplete. Brings up 3rd and goal.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Carr to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping.
Kick is no good.
So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
Flag coming out as they line up to kneel. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Raiders 21, Saints.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tyrell Williams and the Raiders back on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking it.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And they're able to swarm in behind the line, and its rough night continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
29-yard line.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Out to the right here to Shepard. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Good throw, good. Catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones and ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Let's get back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Reception here by Rhodes. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
For a Las Vegas.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Jacobs. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25.
A reminder, Charles and I will make the trek here from the Silver State of Nevada to the Sunshine State of Florida as Thursday Night Football is an all-Florida affair. The Dolphins and the Jaguars from Jacksonville with coverage at 8:20 Eastern on EA Sports. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's now
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. Now Breeze wants the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And we'll get to the 29-yard line brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
It's a foot race. Touchdown, Raiders.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
An extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
1st and 10. At their own.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants.
And the Raiders have got him. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Breeze on the draw gives to Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Firing quickly here, and it's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's pulled in at the 32. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That's good for 28 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Carr again. This pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Breeze now on first down. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
Breeze pass.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Saints.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 30.
That one goes for 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And they'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Lamarcus Joyner with a pick, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. the pass rush, the coverage. They've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Saints will have the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of it. That's just who they are.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. That'll be complete to Cook. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. It's caught, Shepard. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Complete to Sterling.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st down, Saints.
On 1st down, Breeze. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Carl Nassib in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 2nd and 16. Breeze throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cook. 16 yards, a 1st down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, There's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that is caught. It's Rollins. Touchdown, Vegas. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
For the point after.
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Yeah, we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's go.
Sanders, 30, 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Carr going to look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. This ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing now is Breeze. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
Wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion. Beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That